sir. Yes, sir. Gritty and Wylie show. You already know what it is, man.
Hottest in the city, yes, Wylie and it's gritty. If you wanna know about the work, tap in with me.
Yo.
I know.
Yo.
I know.
What up, world?
Y'all been like, where y'all at?
What up, world?
We been in here, though.
What up, world?
You
Shout out to
know
all
what
my
it is.
soldiers out there, man. Shout out to my wife. Thank you for holding me down, wifey. Appreciate you. Book coming out soon, Mika T. You know what I mean?
You already know,
what it is.
Shout out to family. Shout out moms. Speedy recovery. She broke her wrist.
Right.
Fell on the ground.
Right.
She said she been feeling better, having some, like she been taking some inflammation pills and things like that to take the inflammation down. But they said she got like a little
hairline,
distal radial fracture.
Oh,
in the wrist.
Hey, trust me, I know all about it. Get well soon, Miss Y. Lie.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For all those who's kind of trying to figure out where my baby's at, we recovering, we getting back on our feet, we moving forward with things. God is good. God has been glorious.
Yeah.
She put together an ill book. It'll be dropping soon. She also got some YouTube shit she gonna drop.
Hey, we gonna link it.
So it's gonna
we
link
gotta have
up.
her on the show.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have wifey on the show. We're gonna have wifey on the show, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Don P.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I don't know about you, but I'm catching the
What the?
MB the
What
heli. Heli
What
bird.
the heli?
What
What
the heli bird?
Heliante?
What the heli
Heli Berry?
Yo, shout out to my man
What the Heli Burton?
Hunt. My man Hunt, super OKC fan. Shout him out. Make sure he's not hurting this morning.
We gotta figure out where he at. We don't know where he at. He hasn't called. He called his shit.
Yeah, right now he's mad sleepy because he was up all night watching the interviews on why SGA took the L.
Yeah, he was looking mad, dripped out in his loss.
What I told him though is I told him the teams are so evenly matched that if you using Shea stats to propel them, you're gonna be caught up in
Listen, fellas.
Stat watching.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen. The game is never played on paper. It's played in between them four lines. So whoever stats look, however, it's a game-by-game situation.
Game by game.
And I'm going to tell you one thing. Benedict Mathurin, the Canadian.
Hey, their squad is put together to compete against OKC merch.
Yeah. They got Cameroonian.
Right.
2 Canadians.
Right.
And Tyrese Halliburton.
Right, and then they got the American PG that's mixing it up.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we coming live, uncut. We got SFA's practice, man. Shout out to SFA, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to all the accomplishments in the last several months. There's been a lot of changes.
Yeah, man. A whole lot of changes.
A lot of things that have transpired, man.
A whole lot of things that
Shout
have
out to my man, Coach Sanders, man. Appreciate your time with SFA, man. He's no longer with us. He's moved on to his own situation. I think it's called Summit Academy.
Don't ask me.
Yeah, I mean, I think, don't quote me on that, but shout out to him. He's a good dude, man. He made did some positive things for the school. We appreciate you, man. But now it's Coach B's turn to be in charge of this,
head
man.
of basketball operations.
Come on,
you already
man.
know who's been doing it for the longest. For
Anyway,
the
man,
realest and
so
the
I'm
trillest,
built for it. I've been running my own show for a minute now, if you know
what I'm
me.
saying?
So it's, it ain't nothing new for me to make sure we taking care of the kids.
He made that call. He said, yo, send out the bat signal.
Right, send out the back signal. Let's get gritty. Let's get gritty over here and make it happen, man. So thank you for everybody who supports me. Thank you for all the criticism and the naysayers. They make me better. They make me stronger. I don't pay attention, but I listen because criticism elevates you.
That's how you start, being introspective and building yourself up. Because if you stay stagnant, the criticism will get to you. Because you'll feel the type of way about people talking about your past.
Right.
Because it's still your present.
Right.
But when your future is what you're doing right now, which Coach B is always living in the future.
Always living in the future. Always planning ahead. If you look behind us, we got some guys working out here.
Yeah.
We got guys, putting in the work. You know what I'm saying?
Getting all this running in. You know what I'm saying?
Running in. Ralph, come here real quick. Talk to the people. Let them know what we doing.
Yeah.
Tell them what we just went through.
Trey in the building.
We got my man Ralph Anderson.
This group leader?
Right, this group leader right here.
New group
Dripped
leader.
out, you know what I mean?
Yes,
dripped out in the SFA gear.
You see this right here?
You know what I'm saying?
This right? It say the work.
Ralph, tell them about our morning runs, what that consists of. Step up, son, right about here.
Did 3 suicides, 3 2 and 22s, 3 6 and 36s, and 2 9s.
Yeah, I mean, and that's light work.
And you got to make the time. That's light. That's light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so tell us a little bit about your time at SFA so far.
Yeah, man.
Man, I've been loving it. I've been enjoying it. I've gotten better since I got here.
You good? You good?
Man, I gotten better. You know, I gotten better since I got here. Man,
Hello. It's the outside.
Live,
right?
we live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know we got
live and direct.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, this is the right place to be. You know, if you want to get better, here it is right here, man. There's no handout, so I mean, if you're trying to get to college or anything,
gotta earn. You gotta earn.
So what was your expectations coming in comparative to your expectations going into your senior year? Because when you came in, you was a sophomore.
Yeah.
So now you've been here for 2 years.
Yep.
This is your 3rd year coming in. What was your expectations?
Hey, let's go. If we done with our runs, let's get a ball. Let's go 3-man weave. Let's get, hey, somebody step up. Let's get some basketball activities.
You see it. We got a coach while we on the show. You see it.
Come on, man.
Coming here, man. I mean, we'll just get better. You know, day by day. You know, just work. You know, day in, day out.
Right.
But you know, now as a senior, you know, I have to be more of a leader.
Right.
You know, I got to help my guys win as well. And and our goal is to
Group leader. Group leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
hey, I appreciate this guy, man. He kind of took the torch. If you know me, you knew that one of my little mans was Jordan Spicer, aka the Spider, and he was with me for 5-6 years, and really helped me transcend a lot of different kids and situations in the area.
Call out the names.
He kind of took the torch. He's been group leader for the last couple of years. I depend on him a lot. He helps me train little kids. He's always here. He's always locked in. Great student. I had him in a couple of my instructional ACT classes. He's been a blessing, man. Mom, Dad, y'all did a good job with this one.
Yeah, man. He one of them. Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Shout out your socials. Let them know where to follow you at.
I was about to say. Who you got to shout out?
Yeah, I'm saying, what you think about this NBA Finals? Who you with?
I got the Pacers, man.
You got the Pacers.
I know your best friend out there is at OKC.
Right.
Yo, best.
Yeah, man. But we appreciate you popping out.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead and get to the work.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Gaines, D Gaines. Hustle up.
Hey, these are 2 guys that play real solid at our St. Leo camp.
Right.
St. Leo gave us the opportunity to go, you know, in their locker room and everything.
We went 2-1. We lost to Cardinal Mooney by 1 point in overtime.
Yeah.
It was a suspect call. This is the captain right now. This is the guy.
I am
one of our main guys right here, D Gaines. We've been rocking out since he's been in about 6th, 7th grade.
Yeah, man.
He just transferred over to SFA, coming from Wiregrass, where his game will elevate. We appreciate Wiregrass and everything they did for Don, but we're gonna go ahead and take him to the next level. We're gonna put the time in to get him where he want to go. This guy, check the Instagram. He's been buzzing all over it with his ability to score down low in the post. He off the dribble, from the 3. So we got him all 3 levels.
3-level score.
We got a lot of things we're working on as far as vision and seeing things before they transpire.
Yeah.
But this guy right here is gonna make it happen. Gaines, let the people know a little bit about yourself.
Right.
I'm class of 2027. Coming to SFA is like helping me a lot. The workout regimen, just waking up early, grinding every day. Being able to be with these guys. Coach Mike helping me physically. Coach B helping me with the ball skills. Just work.
This work. Tell him, man, it's the work every day. Right now, he's just building his resume. If you don't know, you better jump on now, because we don't want no guys jumping on when we get to the top. You know what I mean? Jump on now, support now.
Right.
Hit them with your socials.
You can find me on Instagram, dgames_1. And then Twitter, I think Don Gets Buckets 1.
Don Gets Buckets. Hey, one more thing, Don. So you transferred over now. You're probably seeing a little bit more success. I see with the SSE situation, you've been blowing up and things like that. How does it feel to, have to manage some of that success now that's been so recent? You know what I'm saying? I know you did a lot of things at Wiregrass and things like that. Had a little bit of Cam. We had Frame Your Game out there shooting you and everything like that. Shout out Q. But now that you're, with SSE and, with SFA, how has it been managing some of that success early?
Because I'm seeing a change in my game. Like more people are starting to see me now. I'm getting more recognition.
Right.
So it shows me that I'm working.
Right.
I just got to keep building on what I'm doing.
Right. Merch. What you think about this the NBA Finals? Who you with?
Yeah, who you with?
It's looking like the Pacers might win.
Who you said before the series?
Right.
We ain't talking about who
you was putting your Scooby snacks on.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
The Pacers.
Okay.
I really didn't want Shea to win regardless.
Okay.
I mean, I like his game.
You just feel like,
But like, I just feel like I want the Pacers
to
come
elevate.
out
he want to say without saying. He feels like Shea is a baiter.
Right,
He's a
right.
foul
Baiter.
He is a
Hey,
foul
so do me a favor. Tell the people what your favorite food is. What do you love to sit back and eat when you're watching a movie like 300? Sparta!
Yeah, he had him right.
Sparta!
Coach B, hey,
Fight!
he said the work is always going on. You know, sometimes during the summer you get to chill. You don't pick up no books. He
Come
had
on,
them
man.
write a front and back page of 300. Not what the movie was talking about. How you felt about the movie.
300 with Russell Crowe. Check it out. I really wanted these dudes to tap into their fight. You know what I mean? Tap
Yeah.
into their competitive spirit.
Right,
So
right,
while you
right.
was watching that, tell them the food you was eating and chilling and just
Yeah, what
snacking
you
on.
I had a Chipotle burrito.
Ah, what was in it? You had the honey chipotle.
The honey
Honey
chicken.
chipotle.
Yeah, you already
Hey,
know.
but tell them what the go-to meal is. What you crave almost 3 times a day.
Gotta be tacos.
He said, gotta be tacos.
Gotta be taco.
Tacos.
Right now he fronting. This man is a chicken man. He
He's a
want
chicken
Wingstop
man.
morning, noon, and night.
Hey.
He want Wingstop so much that you could catch him.
At the Wingstop, working behind the cashier with the green hat on, talking about, may I take your order?
Right,
And they
but-
say Don on it.
Right. This is Don Gaines. Watch out for him, AKA Don. Next one coming up through that pipeline.
You already
and,
know.
And just, you know what I mean, jump on his socials, check him out. It's real deal. 3-level scorer.
Yes,
and he
sir.
can guard.
And he
We
can
didn't even
guard.
talk about that. That might be his best attribute.
Long
he can sit.
arms, sit.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what
So
I'm saying?
shout out to Papa Gaines, Miss Gaines, everybody who support
Y'all did a good
NYC
job
Gritty.
with this one right
everybody
here.
who support SSE and SFA. We appreciate you guys.
For sure. Glad to have you, man.
All right? Appreciate you.
Who we got next? Who we got next?
Who we got next? Let's get another
We
guy
gotta
on
get
here.
Hunter in here. Is it too late? Is it too early?
Hey, let's go Hunt. Let's
we
go Hunt.
go.
Let's go Hunt.
Where Hunter at?
Where Hunt at?
Where he
OKC.
at? Oh, we
OKC.
We found him.
OKC.
So before he says anything, I just want to let y'all know that this is the #1 Shea Gilgeous-Alexander fan in
Step
the
up a little bit,
nation.
son. Right. Hey, he got Shea Gilgeous socks. He got.
Hey, he got the cup. He got the
short.
comforter.
Hey, he got
the headboard.
Hey, he got a posters on the wall.
Hey, if you look at his-
I didn't
if
even
you
know
look
they
at his
still
lock
did
screen,
posters on the wall.
It
But he
locks
got
say
'em.
Shea.
Right, SGA right here, SGA's son. You know what I mean? But tell us a little bit about yourself, Hunt. He's been at SFA. This is going on his 2nd year.
Yeah.
Got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
We're in the process of
Had some challenges throughout the season.
Right.
Transferred through different channels. Started off on the national team. Went through different teams and things like that.
Right. Give us a little insight on your growth and where you at this summer, building your skills.
Right.
Working hard this summer.
Speak up, son, with some bass in your voice,
Come
son.
on, now. I know the Thunder lost, man. Come
I
on,
know,
stop being
man. You
sad,
still
man.
crying.
I've been working hard this summer, trying to get to my goals. I started off with the national team, but I didn't think that was a good fit for me. So I went down to regional to look for some improvement,
Right.
which has really helped.
Right. You got some improvement, got some time to get out there.
I went to play for Coach B's Gritty as well.
Right.
More improvement, stuff like that.
Put the ball in his hands a little bit.
Developing IQ, trying to be more of a wing/guard type of player. And now I'm looking to just be better in my game this season. Hopefully be a good piece for Coach Dino's team or Coach B's team as well. Become a great defender.
Right. Top notch. 6'6", long arms.
Yeah.
We're expecting big things out of this dude this year. No cap.
Yeah, man.
No cap.
Yeah, man.
So while we got you, man, tell us a little bit about what's going on with OKC, man. What's going on, bro?
Hold on.
What's going on,
said,
bro?
If Shea Gilgeous-Alexander wins the finals, this may be the greatest season from an individual player in the NBA history.
From a guard season.
What the hell?
That shit,
What the hell
that's
is
not even crazy
Okay,
to
so
say, though.
No, it's not crazy, but
with Halliburton, right?
Bro,
Rated.
he's a fraud, though. Like,
he's a fraud.
They up 2-1.
A fraud.
No, it don't. No. They said I see the stat last night. It said the Indiana Pacers have never trailed in a series this playoff.
But
that
you,
means
but
they won
do you know what
every
fraud
game.
means?
That
I know what
means
fraud means.
So then how is Halliburton
He's a great
fraud?
clutch player. Don't get
no.
You can't say
Last
fraud
night
and
it was
great in the
22,
same.
9, and
I'm a
11.
little salty.
Okay, I get it.
It's a little too sensitive.
I get
It's
it.
the morning
I
he
get
didn't
it.
go to sleep till 3 o'clock.
I get it. He
Cried
didn't.
himself to sleep.
Hey, he was so mad last night. He didn't even have his flipping fries.
Ah,
Yeah,
shout out.
shout out to Hunt. Big Hunt, flipping fries. We trying to pull up today.
Yeah, we trying to.
You
Chapel.
know what I mean?
You already know.
Shout out to Wesley Chapel. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
This
sir.
is
Yes,
my
sir.
man Hunt.
Yes, sir.
But we appreciate you coming out.
Give me
Hunt,
your
drop the
socials.
socials. Drop the socials on them.
HN.1C on Instagram. That's all you need to know.
Oh, that's all you need to know.
And,
I feel
and
you.
if you need to catch him, he's gonna be at the local OKC game watching Indiana put BTA on his go.
They would have did.
Hey, they showed him. They set the Andrew Nebhard clip on him when he pop.
Then hit him.
He said he had nightmares after watching that. Ah,
Hey man, hey, before this is all over, he'll be a Halliburton fan.
Yeah, what the
Hey,
hell?
what the helly? So shout out my man Hunt. Check him out for the season. He gonna be doing big things.
You already know what
Appreciate
it is,
you.
man. Hey,
Appreciate you.
get well soon, man. It's all
Right,
good, man.
right. All right, boy.
We're looking for Hunt.
All right,
We'll
boy.
find him.
While we talking about basketball, let's talk about my man, DeMarcus Cousins. What he got going on, bro?
Look.
What DeMarcus Cousins got going on?
DeMarcus Cousins got to realize it's not his country anymore. So they can say whatever they want.
They heckling.
And the thing is that you might not make it out. You might got to go deal with the prime minister of Puerto Rico, not just the commissioner.
Hey, we talking about DeMarcus Cousins, a former NBA player, had problems with text and behavioral issues. I think in some situation he got blackballed from the league.
Yeah, because he should still technically
be in the league. He's still an elite hooper.
Had some injuries here and there towards Achilles and whatnot.
He's over in Puerto Rico now. If you check the Instagram or you go on Google DeMarcus Cousins, you'll see his incident that he had in Puerto Rico. There was a situation where he got heckled.
Back and forth.
Where he got heckled.
Doing all this and all that.
Where he got heckled, and the heckle turned into something crazy. And you know, things escalated.
In Puerto Rico, he not even Puerto Rican.
Right, so.
He not a Boricua.
Yo, slow down, relax, be easy, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but how did them situations happen with like the fans being able to say whatever they want to say? Is there no like regulation of the fans?
Nah, they get they drink on, and then they go to yapping.
They start drinking.
But
at like
as a
14.
professional, you got to block that out.
I mean, he never did it in the league.
I know, that's why he over there, and he might not even be over there no more.
Yeah, he might be
over here. Free
man.
the Diddler.
Free DeMarcus Cousins if something happened to him. But man, you got to be smarter, man.
Right, you got to be way smarter, man.
You done dealt with it when you was in Kentucky. You done dealt with it when you was on the Kings. And
all his other leagues. Yeah, Dami, get on that rim.
They out there trying to get on that rim this morning.
Right. Shout out to the WNBA. It's getting off to a good start.
The Liberty.
The Liberty is popping right now.
If New York couldn't make it to the finals.
They saying the Liberty's trying to go back to back. They got their thing together. They got it together right now.
They 10-0.
They looking like the Aces from a couple of years ago where it's all clicking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they looking like that.
So shout out to the Liberty.
Hey man,
all the rookies that's in the league.
Because I know a lot of the viewers are gonna have different opinions on it. They gotta chill out on this Angel Reese ain't good at basketball situation.
She got a lot going on off the court, so they trying to like hold her hostage of not being able to focus on her skill.
A rebound is a skill.
No, a very good skill.
I promise you, every single person that plays basketball does not have as many rebound attempts as she has rebounds.
And you gotta appreciate the fact that she's doing it at a high level. But the problem is everything's built on scoring. This is a teaching moment, parents. You can celebrate your kid in the game of basketball without scoring.
You have to.
I think it's important to let them know that rebounds, assists,
screen assists,
doing things like taking charges, deflections, communicating, 50-50 balls, running hard, playing with passion. Celebrate those things, man. Because there's too much emphasis on scoring the ball that now you've taken a young lady that has a super skill and saying that she can't.
She was an all-star last year.
As a rookie.
Come on, man. And you can't say that that's, trying to do a narrative and this, that, and the other because it's been players that have been drafted high and weren't all-stars their rookie year.
Right.
She just had a stat where she's the first NBA player to have 500 points and 500 rebounds in the first 40 games.
Come on,
still
man.
Gotta score points.
Come on, man. Check out women's basketball. It's serious right now. It's a high level.
It's going crazy.
You know what I mean? We're going to move on to our second segment. We got an announcement to make live here on the show. Give us a second. We'll get right back to you.
You already know what it is.
Gritty.
It's the word.
Why lie?
So we back with the work. I know you see a familiar face. I'm gonna let Coach B kick it off and talk about the announcement. Something big just happened in the SFA world. Coach B, you do the honors.
Yes, sir. I would like to make a big announcement. The next national head coach at SFA Academy is my man.
Pop it up for
Dino Cook Sr. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
My guy. Well
Appreciate
deserved,
you. Appreciate you.
Well deserved.
Dino comes with a plethora of achievements, accomplishments.
Y'all seen the bio on the page.
Right. He's been in the game for a minute. Got a lot of things he's done to contribute to this game. We appreciate it. We appreciate him. We appreciate Coach Sanders for bringing him down to SFA. Shout out to Coach Sanders.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Dino do the talking. Dino, we appreciate you, brother.
What are we getting as you being the national coach? I think that's the question that everybody wants to hear.
Right. Especially people who don't know you, people who's deciding if they're gonna stay at SFA with their son for the national team.
People that don't know why the decision was made for you than other people. You know what I'm saying? Why are you the best candidate for this job?
Integrity first and foremost.
Right.
Boom.
Structure.
Boom.
Definitely connected.
Yeah.
All three of us are connected.
Yeah.
Check.
You're getting a guy who bases, getting a coach who bases a lot of his things on discipline.
Right.
Might be a little old school. Accountability definitely is what you're gonna get from me.
Another check.
You know, so I want to thank the proprietor, Mark Oliver, our principal.
Shout out Mark.
Principal Uda.
Shout out Uda.
Our staff, Mr. Brian Turner.
Yes, sir.
Again, Coach Sanders for bringing me. Mr. Wylie.
Yes, sir.
Coach Green. And then for all the past employment that have given me opportunities, such as Kingdom Prep Lutheran High School, 3SSB, Power 5, Team Hero, UYBL, DME, and also Tide Prep. Again, I want to thank everyone for welcoming me on board.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So give us a little insight on your plans with recruiting.
Right.
Plans to build up this national team. We've got a lot of naysayers, a lot of doubters.
Right.
Like I always say, I don't listen to them, but I hear them.
Right.
Because hearing the criticism motivates me and fuels me to make me even greater, even better every day.
Right. Again, it goes back 20 years in the game. The network itself, all across the country and internationally, definitely have established great relationships and great rapport with some of the biggest firms abroad and also here. Mainly recruiting out of the Midwest area.
Right.
Also down in Florida, Texas, and California. If anyone knows in this game, you build relationships. In 20 plus years, I've done just that, you know.
Right. So the SIAA is the league you're going to be playing in. They just picked up Prolific Prep.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of good competition.
Yeah.
What's your style of play?
Style of play, Big Bennett and John Thompson, my two idols, two mentors that I definitely follow. Defense is key. Defense is key, and just work ethic.
Right.
Basically the same thing that you do at Team Gritty.
Right.
You know, work is required. You know, everything is earned.
The work.
Right now, I have two prospects. I won't mention the names that are D1 prospects that are coming already. We will definitely post that at a later date. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
In the beginning, the SIAA conference is one of the best in the country. It's up there with the NEPSAC and the grind session. So, you know,
shout out to Scott Golden for creating a league that really gives us great play.
Right. Yeah. So this is my last question that I got for you, Coach Dino. So now you have these responsibilities and things like that. What type of coach are you when it comes down to your philosophy with the players? Are you a player coach? You're an X's and O's guy? What type of guy are you?
I'm more of a player coach, most definitely.
Okay.
XMO as well, but more of a player coach.
Right.
Motivator, a believer.
A leader of men, as they say.
Exactly, leader of men.
Right.
Like I said, I think it comes down to accountability,
Right.
discipline, the details.
Yeah.
The details for sure.
Right.
The details even within the details itself. So,
Right.
you know, believer in, you got to work. You have to work.
The work is the most important thing.
I think that's the one thing that we all share at a high level is that the work we want to provide discipline in our work, routine and consistency in our work. And then bringing that competitive spirit, like I told, like we said in the earlier segment, I made them watch a movie 300, and what I wanted them to really get out of this 300 with Russell Crowe was not only what it takes to be great, but trusting that the people around you want to be great, want those same goals of greatness. And I think that's what you bring to the table with SFA. We've shared a lot of conversations and ideas. I think we have a lot of like mind and thoughts on building a program. And we understand that it's a brick by brick process. We're not trying to win an SI state championship at the national level this year. However, we think we can compete. We believe we have the grit to compete.
Yes, sir.
And that we have the knowledge to put these guys in positions to be successful.
Right.
I appreciate you, Dino. One more question for you is, where are you at with the NBA Finals in the sense of, I told these guys, these young guys, that these teams are kind of evenly matched.
Neck and neck.
Obviously, SGA is the MVP, and he brings a scoring factor that's maybe gives him a little plus. However, when you talk about depth and you're talking about style of play,
when you got
it's like Hearns and Hagler. It's like two great champions.
They got 10 guys.
And you just don't know until the last bell who's gonna win.
Yeah. I'm going with a guy graduated from Oshkosh North, Tyrese Halliburton. That's the same place I graduated from. So
But the Helly.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look. At the end of the day, the playoffs is going crazy. The finals is going crazy. One of the things I told him, I was like, they got like 10 guys on their team that can bring the ball down and pass it,
shoot, pass,
like
dribble.
That. How important is it to have depth on your? Because you're going to be building your
versatility
team.
depth.
How important is it to prioritize depth in the aspect of character when you got guys like your TJ McConnells, you got your Obi Toppin, guys that are typically not featured, but they're guys that impact the game late down the stretch?
I gotta have guys that definitely understand their role, first and foremost.
Right.
And I think that's up to the coach. Coach definitely has to assign roles and recruit high character kids.
Right.
Not necessarily the best kids.
Right, high character kids.
The kids who want to work.
Right.
I think that's McConnell.
Right.
You know, that's definitely.
No. Put that on the floor, man. You sit on the floor.
Come on now, Dom. Come on, Dom. We gotta get Dom in. We gotta
get Dommy over here. The Dommy, the diddler. Hey, man, we appreciate you, Coach Dino, the national coach at SFA. We really appreciate your time, man. Drop your socials again for the people who don't know.
Twitter at Dino Cook 7. Instagram Dino Cook Senior.
Hey, if you didn't watch the episode that we had with Coach Dino, he had a bunch of gems that he dropped. So if you really want to get to know him and his philosophy and everything like that, go back to the episode where he brought in the international guys and everything like that. Make sure y'all tuned in to the stuff that we drop, because we dropping new stuff every single week.
We all over the Instagram with all the, we got quotes that could go on for days, you know what I'm saying?
Days and days.
You know
I
what
go
I mean?
back on them old videos, I'll be like, Coach said that, I said that,
Right.
We said that.
We saying things that people are thinking about now. We said it already.
Right.
But we'll repeat it though.
Right.
And one more thing, subscribe to Beyond the Fast Break on Substack.
Yes, sir.
A lot of great interviews. The next guy I'll be interviewing is from Florida. His name is Mr. Gaines, Donovan Gaines.
Yes,
D
sir.
Gaines, man. D Gaines. Check it out. Follow my man. He's a great writer.
Yes, sir.
That's an element that goes beyond this generation. What he writes will go generations and generations beyond this one. Check it out. It's a lot of good stuff on there. He did one recently on my man Jay Nix. Yeah, I mean, check it out. My man Dino, head coach at head national coach at SFA. Yo.
We back, huh?
Gritty.
Wylie. We got we got the biggest headache in SFA history right here.
The diddler.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie, he came a long way.
No, he has, man.
A long way.
Dommy the diddler has come a long way. About 6'2.5", 6'3". can dunk now.
Yeah.
Working on his jump shot.
Yeah.
But he's come a long way. If
Right,
anybody knows
right.
Dom from the city,
Yeah.
you knew he was gonna have a little height on him, but you just
Yeah.
didn't know what direction his game was gonna go
Exactly. The prioritization of everything.
Wylie been working with him for about 8 years. I've been
Yeah,
working with
cool.
him for about 4 years.
Oh man.
So it's been a road of maturity, I can say.
Yeah.
And now you can catch Dommy pulling up in a Tesla. So
At
so
Chick-fil-A.
so time has changed, but we definitely want to give him his credit. He's put in the
Right,
work.
right.
He's come a long way.
Right.
Shout out to his parents. Shout out to Pop Mo,
Big Mo.
for really supporting this young man through all the trials and tribulations
Right,
of a
right,
kid
right.
that
Holding him down.
you have a lot of potential, but the maturity kept holding him back.
Right.
So now as he becomes more mature in the game and on the court and off the court,
Right.
we just want you to kind of just tell people your journey.
Yeah,
you
tell
know,
them about your journey, starting off 8th grade YMCA, then high school, going to the little public schools, and then coming
right.
to
This is your journey, man.
Well, I mean, I started.
Look
first
at the
playing-
people, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, you gotta look at
Stop
the
being
people
a
when
troll,
you talk, man.
I started first playing basketball in the 6th grade. I played YMCA basketball, and
Shout out to Y.
yeah,
Right. Shout out to the WAP.
Campbell YMCA.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out my employer.
I started playing there, played there for a few years until 9th grade. Tried out for NYC Gritty.
Yes, sir.
Then
go.
the process just came from there. Started playing repetition, the work. Kept practicing with NYC Gritty, kept playing games, repetition.
Right.
And the more and more I kept working, I just got better. And I've been with Coach B, been with Coach Mike for years. And overall, it's just been getting me better and getting me used to the game.
Yeah.
So tell me real quick, as a kid that wants to do something, like, there was this infatuation with you dunking the ball.
Right.
For a couple of years there, it was calling and texting, and what do I need to do?
Right.
Help. I
Right.
want more. I need
Right.
to know how. I need to
Right.
get to it.
Right.
Now that you have accomplished that goal, how are you going to translate that to your game?
Right.
Shit, like me dunking now, like every time I come down the lane, I just want to dunk.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like it gets the crowd hype, my team hype, my coach's hype. I feel like it builds up the momentum.
Yeah.
And I always text Coach B, Coach Mike on how to get stronger, how to get more conditioned.
If there's one kid that will text you
About-
at an ambiguous time at night about getting some
better,
work,
about getting some
it's
work.
gonna be this guy
It's gonna
right
be this
here.
guy. It's gonna be Dommy.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
so Dommy, let me ask you this question. So, you have seen a lot of different talent, while being trained and things like that. You've been in training sessions with, Dylan Mitchell. You've been in training sessions with Ed Brunson and a lot of these other different types of guys.
Right.
How did that fuel you and propel you to want to be a better player while seeing them at a young age?
I feel like when you're surrounding yourself with those type of talents and those type of people, it kind of shows like you want to implement their type of game into yours.
Right.
So I even asked Coach B this. I was like, how tall is Ed Brunson? He's like 6'2", about your height. I was like, dang, like he's really strong. I really want to implement that into my game. I
Right.
want to be able to get stronger and be more athletic.
Right.
So, just seeing that just made me, want to work harder and be able to get to where they are right now in college, at a high level.
Right, for sure.
No, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Final question, man. Where are you at with the NBA Finals? Are you a flip-flopping type dude, or you jumped on the Indiana bandwagon early?
That's Dom right there.
A.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm an OKC guy. All the way.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I'm not a.
That's
They
why
got a
our
good young
bigger guys
Right.
like Shay.
Right. They got a nice core of young talent.
Caruso's real good.
Right. They got some
Jason
other guys.
Wallace.
You got Wallace, and they got Jason Williams and
Jalen
Williams,
and then
and
the other Jalen Williams.
and
And then you got what's buddy name?
you got
Isaiah
Chet,
Jones,
Chet. Yeah, so they got a
know
lot
what
of
I'm
young
saying?
talent. So
Lou Dort.
right, they got Dort, the 3-point specialist, a defender extraordinary.
3-and-D guy.
Right, 3-and-D.
3-and-D, yeah.
That's what we
Need
want,
those guys.
Dommy. That's what we really looking for Dommy's game, to be a guy who could guard, a guy who could score from all 3 levels.
Yeah.
Check him out. Drop your socials.
Yeah, drop your socials.
And, my Instagram is Dominic Griffin, 3 N's at the end. And my YouTube, same thing, Dominic Griffin.
He said my YouTube.
And then Twitter is Dominic Griffin. I'm trying to start posting more of my
in-game defense, offense, rebounding, all that.
Right. Hey, and if you need to catch him on the game, you
Right.
gotta give him your gamer
Yeah,
tag.
right, give your game because
Let him know the gamer tag.
Dami is definitely a gamer.
He's been a gamer since he was this tall.
Right.
On the game.
On the game.
What's
We got
the gamer
footage.
tag?
We
You
got
gotta let
footage.
him know. You gotta let him know.
DJ Two Swift on PlayStation.
Yeah. All right,
Yes, sir.
Jaeger.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
Jaeger,
Let's
you
grab
already
that
know what
mic.
it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah, but as you can see, man, SFA is up and running. We live. We coming to the world,
You already
man.
know
We
what it
trying to
is.
make sure this program is built on concrete,
Right.
and not air. So we got a lot of things we're gonna continue to work on to get better.
Right.
We're not a finished product by any stretch of the imagination. It's a lot of work to do with the logistics,
Right.
recruiting,
Right.
and the integrity of the school. We're going to continue to build that.
Mm-hmm.
All these guys are not only athletes, but we also pay strong attention to our scholastics,
Yep.
to our academics.
Yep. They ain't never heard that word, scholastic.
Yes, sir. That's
Come
that
on
vocab.
now. That's
Hey,
that-
I've been
that's
wifey
that-
got me all in the
Right.
dictionary
Yes,
with
sir.
writing the book. So you know my.
That's exceptional
You know what I mean?
vernacular right there.
You know what I mean? So we appreciate everybody who's tapped in, man.
Right.
You know, we kind of stuck at 300 subscribers.
Yeah.
So,
So
we
y'all gotta
really
do
want to
some
push,
work.
do some work, man.
Hey, look.
really get us out there. Can we get to 500 this summer?
It's the summertime. We go we changing it up. 10 people.
10.
5 you know, 5 you don't. And then I need an extra 2 that got some followers. I need some people that got some clout on your page.
Right,
Share it out
right,
to your friends.
right, share
that
it.
got a little 5K, a little 10K on their Instagram.
We're going to tag. We're
Come
going to do
on
whatever
now.
we can.
We need some new guests, man.
We need some new guests. Hit us up if you want to come to the show.
Come on now.
Let us know your
If you
journey.
if you're trying to support and you trying to sponsor us, we got the forms for that too.
We got the forms for
Let
that.
us know.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Preacher Pat. We definitely want to give our little couple of minute segments to,
Yeah, man.
to just pay and being humble to our Lord and Savior
Right,
Jesus
right.
Christ.
Right.
I'll start and let my man finish. I just wanted to say a prayer to all of those athletes.
Yeah.
All of those parents that supporting those athletes.
Right.
It's not easy because we're searching for something that comes from within.
Yeah.
We're searching for something on the outside, but it really starts with the inside.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of things with transfer portals. You have a lot of things with jumping schools. You have all of these things where I'm at is not good enough. Let me try somewhere else.
Right.
I'm all for it.
Right.
But I ask you to make sure you're in line with Christ.
Yeah.
You're in line with your family. We've got kids making too many decisions without bringing their family in so they can have a understanding of the pros and the cons of the move.
Right.
Jesus Christ will help your decision making. He will make things clearer.
Yeah.
Sit and give him the time. Pray to him.
Right,
Acknowledge him. He will help clear the fog. He will help focus that lens. He will help make things clearer and you will hear him clearly on your moving direction.
Right.
I ask you to sit with your family. I ask you to sit with Jesus when you make your decisions on transformation of your life.
Right.
These are not only decisions you make for yourself, but these are decisions you're making for your family. I'll never forget when I took my son from a public school to a private school. It wasn't a change for him.
It was a change for everybody.
It was a change for everybody involved. Everybody, the village needed to jump in with help paying for the tuition.
Right.
The village needed to jump in with the
Right,
transportation.
maybe picking them up one day here or there.
Everybody needed to be involved in all the time you had to volunteer. They required from me, from him.
Yep, the support.
So just make sure that before you make decisions, you sit down with your family.
Right.
You sit down and pray to God in regards to what is the best move for you and give him some pros and cons to the moves and the situations. And he will make it clear. He will provide you with the answers. God is our Lord and Savior.
Yep.
He knows all.
Everything.
He will lead you to the path of righteousness, the path of success. There's this saying, and I keep hearing it, you can take the horse to the water,
But you can't.
and you can't make him drink it.
You can't.
But what you can do is you can pry open that mouth. You can push the head down. You can pause. You can help him understand that this is the liquid of knowledge.
Right.
You can explain how important it is to be to drink from that water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's that living water right
That's
there.
that living water. So honor Jesus.
Right.
Pray. Love your family.
Right.
Be righteous. Be admirable.
Have
you know what
to
I'm
be,
saying?
have to be.
And repent. We're all sinners. repent. Let God know that you're not perfect. Let God know that you need his help.
Right.
Because I know I do every day.
Trust me,
I think my wife will continue to push me in the path of righteousness.
Right.
She wants me to continue to be the leader, to lead her to Jesus Christ, because I'm the man. Because I am the man of the house, and that is my father.
Right.
So I love you for that, and thank you for always encouraging me to be a righteous young man.
Right.
And to follow Jesus.
Right. Hey, so we gonna go way back to the 10 Commandments. So there's a commandment that you always hear, but it's always in contention. Honor your father and mother, and your days will be long. Now there is a counter argument to that that's also in the Bible that a lot of the kids like to use, which is parents don't provoke your children to anger. So how do we find that dichotomy in between the two? The number one thing that it says, and it's the earliest one, is honor.
Right.
What is honor? Honor is giving someone reverence, giving somebody the respect that they deserve, even if you don't want to, even if you don't feel like it, even if they have done something that has made you feel a type of way, still giving them respect because of their position and not because of how you feel. So it says, honor your mother and father, and your days will be long. And the best reason to do that is because they brought you into this world.
Yes.
You always got to make sure that you tapping in with your family and tapping in with the people that created you, because you are a spinning image of the person that created you.
Absolutely.
Not just of Jesus, but also of your parents. And so you have to make sure that you show them the level of now. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to agree on everything.
Right.
It's how you agree to disagree.
Right.
It's how you go about these conversations.
Right.
If you honor your mother and father, you're not going to be yelling and cutting them off and doing all of these other different types of things. And it's funny that they say it. They say, and your days will be long, because these parents, they might jack you up. They might put these hands on you if you start talking crazy towards them. So that's just something that you need to be able to understand if you're a young person trying to get somewhere and be successful. Absolutely. Now, on that same token, where it says parents never provoke your children to wrath, that's one of those things. If you know that button, because every parent knows the button.
Right.
If you know that button and you so constantly pushing it, the problem is that you're going to create this disconnect when you're trying to instruct and lead them, and they're going to always feel like you're trying to demean them. You don't want to be demeaning your children and bringing them down and saying, oh, you ain't going to be nothing, you ain't going to be this, you ain't going to be that. See, that's why so-and-so left. That's why, you never doing nothing around the house. You always want to make sure that you're building it up and encouraging them, because you're leaving behind a legacy, parent. You're not going to be here forever. And hopefully your children are here longer than you're here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you have your children, hopefully they have a good 30 to 40 years with you, hopefully 50 years. But then they should be able to be somebody that looks back and models after their parents. But if you're always provoking them to wrath and provoking them to anger, they're never going to look back and say, my parent is my number one, support system. My parent is my number one idol, my role model. They're going to say somebody else. And that's the worst thing that can happen, because people don't know people. Right. As much as you think people know people, they don't.
Right.
So these kids might think that they know these coaches and model after them and everything like that. That's why we always try to stay prayed up and things like that, because we know that we have a group of kids that we want to put our hands on in the faith.
Right.
So parents, make sure that you got a good connection, and kids, make sure you got a good connection. We've been preaching on this show for so many episodes, talking about how important the family unit is.
Right.
If you are not prioritizing the family unit by now, go back and watch those episodes. Right. Read the word. It talks about how a three-strand cord is the strongest strand. It's God, and then the wife and the husband. Those three will build a cord that is strong enough to be able to, hold up the entire family.
Right.
But the kids got a responsibility too. Right. So everybody has a responsibility in the family unit. So I just encourage y'all to stay prayed up. When you have those tough, tumultuous moments, look to God, because there's going to be so many more tumultuous moments than there are going to be moments where you can sit down and say, I got it all figured out. Right. Because we don't got it all figured out.
Right.
That's why it says, thy word is a light under my feet and a lamp to my path.
Right.
Because he's the one that guides us.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I appreciate those words, Coach Mike. It's always good to have that Hey, shout out to my man Preacher Pat. We
Yeah, man.
always looking for you, baby. We
Hey.
know you out there getting it
Hey,
done.
you put me to work, man. I've been having to read the word. Hey, but I love it though.
My man Preacher Pat, we
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
you, brother. Hey, shout out to my nephew, man. It's his birthday today, little Saint.
Yeah, hey.
He's 1 year old today.
Shout out to big bruh Phil Wylie, 27 today.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
already
sir.
know.
Big
Hey,
bruh.
if you know, you know.
You know,
Big
you know,
Phil,
you
he
know.
one of them guys,
You know what I'm saying? Once again, shout out to my wife, my earth, my light that keeps me on the path of righteousness.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody who supports Gritty and
Yes,
Wylie.
sir.
Shout out to my man Q for keeping us fresh. You
Yes.
see me out here, you know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Shout out to my man Don P.
With the
Easy
EZTV.
TV.
Hey, y'all keep running up them streams on that tape. It's gonna be some music videos coming out. It's gonna be some
Coming
shoots.
soon, man.
You already
Coming
know
soon,
what it
man.
is. Keep running up your
Hey,
jerk
yo, man,
Wylie.
thank you for all the support.
Yep.
Continue to watch.
Yep.
Gritty,
Why
Wylie, SFA.
You know what it is.
We in the building.